please tell us more about how this collectivity built and how you guys grew up in big numbers, and what is the secret, what is the love and atmiyata, soulful love that you guys have, which is bringing so much good sadhak in your group in Germany.
I don't know exactly what Swamiji said to this, but I think, we think, but I heard that Germany made 2 world wars, and they bring very much pain in the world about this. And souls which are born after this, they like to bring peace into the world. So maybe in Germany, many souls incarnated which have the wish to bring peace into the world. And
Right.
maybe this souls, it's easily to come together to a community after Swamiji's umbrella.
Right. It is quite possible, and I see it like that. I was listening to a radio interview. There is a writer from Belarus. She wrote a book, Poems of Ancestors, and she was expressing the similar thing about how her ancestors are making her medium to write these poems, and how they want to bring love, peace and harmony in that part of Europe and Russia. So that is beautiful. I can understand that. And most of us are living without realizing that how our grandparents, great grandparents, ancestors are helping us, even though we cannot see them. And when Guru Shakti, through medium like Shiv Krupanand Swamiji, comes in our life, everything start becoming settling down. Everything start becoming so easy, because we start becoming soul and not remaining as a person with ego or attachment or expectation. So I can connect with you. I can accept that answer. It is not maybe, it is. I feel.
For a long time in Germany, we were only a small group for about 10 people or 15 people maximum. And for more than 10 years, I would say. And then we thought, what should we do? Swamiji, he has an interest. He comes to Germany, but the collectivity does not grow here. So what to do? We made introductions. At that time, there were only very few people who are coming to our seminars. And we said there must be something wrong with it. But then Guru Ma told us, just keep on doing that. This is a good way, this is a good path. Yeah? You have to grow up to a good collectivity.
Right.
And so, even if we were so less people, we met every month or so. Even if it was 500 or more kilometers to travel. For one day or so, we went to that place, make this introduction, meet us, and see if anyone will come to us or not.
Right.
and just being together for that time. And after doing it for so long, then it changed suddenly. How it changed, I think Dimitar could tell better, because it was you who had the first contact with Swamiji.
Yes, but you already said, and also Peter Jutta, actually it was really, I feel that we just did it without expectation. I just felt we just kept on every month, and even if we were few, and just to continue. And I personally felt the introduction, if there was one person or 40 or 100 later on, the joy was the same. I personally felt it was just the joy of this Guru Karya. And later on, Swamiji said in messages, even if we were small, like 5, we had a good soul bonding, even though we were in different parts of Germany. And maybe that was what happened. We just enjoyed it. And so when you asked about the growth, then it was also, thank you so much, a good motive to go through the old pictures, through the archives, and share Swamiji's visits. So this is just a brief summary of after 2003, Swamiji conducted the retreats, what then happened, just to summarize Swamiji's visit. So 1 year later, Swamiji came again, 2004. He came to Germany and then to UK on that tour, and Guruma also came for the first time to Germany. Also Peter Jutta were there from that time, and it was in the same retreat center. Here you see some pictures. And interestingly, after 2004, then as you saw the pictures, some of us also from Germany joined Guru Purnima. And then Afaf, she was that time the country coordinator, she just didn't continue with the Samarpan meditation. And interestingly, actually a lot of people didn't continue. So from that first batch of 2003, actually funnily only Peter Jutta and myself actually are the ones who are still with Samarpan meditation. But interestingly, Swamiji said, that time even around, it's always coming and going. Some people join Samarpan meditation. When the time is that they leave, new people come. So that is the cycle. So then suddenly we there 3, and Mahesh came from India in 2004. He also joined that retreat from Mumbai. And then it was like a heart-to-heart collectivity. But then new people came again in the following year, slowly. And during that tour, by the way, 2004, Swamiji and Guruma did a tour of South Germany that was with Afaf. You see a picture here in the bottom left, and to go also with one lady called Elke, because they had a, holiday home in South Germany in the Black Forest. So they visited that. This is the picture actually of an island in the lake called Bodensee. You see a picture of Guruma from that visit tour. And then they also went to the Austrian Alp, and this is when Swamiji was meditating, and Afaf narrated that Swamiji said the energy was very high, it was very close to the energy in the Himalayas.
Wow.
So
and
then,
this is the picture, we have it on the Madhu Chaitanya also, the first English Madhu Chaitanya that we published in Chaitanya Mahotsav,
yes.
2004.
Yes. And then 2009, I'm sorry, that slide we already had shown, Swamiji came on the way to Canada. Actually, there was the idea, it's a long tour, and anyway, the flights are either via Frankfurt or Canada that Swamiji can take a rest. So Swamiji actually went to, did a program in Frankfurt area, and then continued on, did a tour on the weekend in Berlin, and then continued this journey to Canada. And I hope I can find, the picture. So this is from 2009. Swamiji went the first time also to Berlin during this Germany visit. And Swamiji visited the parliament. So here are some pictures of the parliament. And Mahesh Aarti were there in Germany to welcome Swamiji, and he was staying at their flat. And Beautiful. You can also see a picture of the Berlin Dome. And when Swamiji was there, he said, you can see on the right side, I don't know the English word, is it cupola, this roof, the round roof? And Swamiji said, below that point, the energy is highest in this dome. So that was also interesting. And
so like in temple, we have what we call gumbaj. That is the same effect as Swamiji says. I think 2007, Guru Purnima, Swamiji used this word that this time, 2007 Guru Purnima was the peak of the top of the temple, the same way, or the top of the mountain, the same way this place has the energy probably.
Okay. Then Swamiji came again in 2014. That time it was a year of the doctor. So there was the wish from the International Medical Group. There was the idea, okay, let's host an international medical seminar. And sorry, the slides are a little bit out of order. That was the visit tour. So Swamiji said he would like to visit the places. So first, Swamiji landed in Berlin in 2014. Then he traveled with Guruma together to Samarpan House, which is in eastern Germany near Dresden, and then at the end to Frankfurt area where the medical seminar took place. So hopefully slide of the program in Berlin, and that was a one-day program. And after that, in Berlin, Swamiji continued to go to Samarpan House. And these are the pictures of the inauguration of the Yagya Shala. Heike, she conducted the Yagya. So Swamiji authorized that Yagyas can be conducted there. So this was the inauguration. And Swamiji also vibrated that stone, which you can see. And then actually some people who joined the medical seminar, international travelers, they already joined in Berlin. So we arranged the whole sadhaks together, a tour from Berlin to Samarpan House. Here you see international collectivity from UK, Canada, India. So for this inauguration, it was very spontaneous how it all worked out. So that was Swamiji in front of Samarpan House. And here you see a picture on the right side during that Yagya inauguration. The energy was very, very lovely. Beautiful. And then Swamiji came after that to Frankfurt on that tour, and to the Frankfurt area east of Frankfurt in Ronneburg. And there the medical retreat was conducted with Swamiji's program, Guruma's program. And you see the group picture. Swamiji did the energy experiment with water and stone. And interestingly, that medical retreat, Swamiji wanted to have a map, and he wanted that we write down the route which Swamiji was traveling, exactly the train ride from Berlin, Samarpan House to that medical seminar. And then he looked at it, and then he, with his finger, he followed that line, and he said, his gurus, my gurus, I don't know, it's not word-to-word translation, but he said, my gurus guided me all the way to Frankfurt because it's the guru's wish that an ashram shall be built, Germany ashram near in the Frankfurt area. So that was the first time Swamiji announced in 2014 the wish to have an ashram. But he later on, also 1 year later, he said, to buy a pet is easy, but to take care of a pet is difficult. He said, now you're a small collectivity, but in order to maintain an ashram, you need a larger collectivity. So as Peter said, we just continued having the introduction monthly, and whoever came, we just continued. And that's true. 2017, Swamiji came again to Frankfurt, Germany, and he conducted a retreat in Bad Orb, also east of Frankfurt. And we also opened it as an international retreat. There were about 150 people there. And you see Swamiji did also the aura experiment on the sports field, as you see on that picture. And then what happened? There was an international retreat planned for saints. Actually, I think from Singapore, Soundaraja had the idea because Swamiji was conducting the saints retreat for Jain Munis. So the idea was also to have international, for international saints and spiritual teachers, a retreat at Dandi Ashram. So what happened? We got the task to, as you already know, in all the countries, to look which teachers are in our countries and invite them to that retreat. So we all in our German group, in our Orga team, we just did an analysis, which teachers are there, and then one by one we invited them. And actually most of the teachers received the invitation, or we called them, but they said they cannot come. And interestingly, then we had called Sohamji's office. So Sohamji was a teacher, spiritual teacher, originally from US, who have been giving spiritual teaching for many, many years, past 20 years, in Germany, Austria, Switzerland. And what happened, we called that time, his name was interestingly Samarpan as well. So sometimes disciples of Samarpan came to our introductions and thought it's about Samarpan Muni. And interestingly, so we called at the office, and his wife Marga was on the phone, and it was the invitation for the retreat. And she said, yeah, the schedule is very busy. It was like 4 months prior notice. And she said, it's very unlikely that he can, come to India for that saints retreat. And he said, but I will ask. And 5 minutes later, a return call came, and she said, yeah, Samarpan said, yes, he wants to join. And then she said, you can just send the invitation. But Soundaraja said, we should actually hand it over to directly the invitation. And somehow it was all very fast because we wanted to go in collectivity to bring the invitation. But then it turned out that it was the best moment the next day to go and bring the invitation. And it was really interesting. It was such an energy push, like everything, the printout for the invitation, it all worked. And the car drive was like 2 hours. And I felt normally I don't like to drive long, but it was like, felt like as if the Guru energies are pushing. It was like such a push. And suddenly arrival was there at the village where Swamiji lived, or Samarpan that time. And he immediately signed the application and registered for the seminar. And the interesting thing for us, it was a new experience because he totally understood it on the soul level. We always had the thing that people said different culture, it looks exotic Indian, or what does it mean? Samarpan Muni immediately understood everything on the soul level. Then he actually shared it with all his disciples. I don't know, Peter Yuta, would you like to continue? And then
that is beautiful. I think that became, you want to show the next 2 slides for how Sohamji's entry has helped you in retreats.
Yes, and also in retrospective, also what Peter said and Uyuta, we kept on actually meeting. At the end, it was like a sudden, because Swamiji has many disciples, and suddenly many 700 people altogether subscribed for the email newsletter for introductions. And looking back, all these years, maybe the 10 years where we were monthly doing the introductions, we, in the years when we were a small collectivity, formed the charitable trust, charitable association, have an email newsletter. All the structure was like a preparation, and our soul collectivity, even if we were small, that we were ready to actually in this short time actually be able to actually also then inform, and this big collectivity giving introductions and so on. That was a good preparation. So 2019, so Swamiji, I think you plan to also ask Swamiji, he will share his experience, and he shared everything. Actually, for us, it was impressive that a guru is so ego-free to actually recommend his disciple to his guru, saying this is guru, and to share this. So in 2019, Swamiji came again for retreat, and actually the retreat mainly were organized for Swamiji's disciples. The majority were Swamiji's disciples. So altogether, there were 3 live retreats, 1 video retreat, which it was in Büdingen and Bad Orb near Frankfurt. And altogether, maybe 700 people joined. So you can see here the pictures. So most of the people you see here are Swamiji's disciple. In the bottom right picture, you see that was the international retreat, the 4th retreat, where we had about 150 people also from other countries, I think from 15 different countries, because the wish was there that the whole world is a family. So that was actually a highlight. And Swamiji had said, actually, he has given the gifts, Atma Sakshatkar, self-realization, to the retreat attendees. So yes, so that was actually the last live meeting. And also for other countries, the numbers don't matter. We're not better than others. Actually, Swamiji is giving us a lot of messages now for the Guru Shaktidam project that we need a good soul collectivity. We don't have it enough. So we're not better than any other countries. So it's all actually Swamiji is able to explain to his disciples that Swamiji is teaching in the suitable way. So yes.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Swamiji even inspired us that you guys should try to connect with the groups like Sohamji's group in your countries, and probably you can benefit from the collectivity like Germany has benefited. And it is more about soulful or Atmiya Samuhikta, soulful collectivity, which is more important. And I believe all the souls following Sohamji in Germany were ready to achieve that self-realization, the gift of Guru Shakti. And that fertile land got the seeds from Sohamji, because he already made this place ready for Swamiji's Shakti or Guru Shakti. And that is why today you have such a beautiful collectivity. And I'm very, very pleased, and I pray Swamiji and our Gurus that such miracle happens in all the countries, and we all get such a big collective families everywhere we have Guru Murti or Mangal Murti. Thank you.
Yes.
So what happened next after this 2019? There is something very interesting that happened. I want to hear from you guys. Peter and Yuta, you would like to say something about this arrival of someone very special?
First we got a new sadhak in Germany. That was Mayur. And it was, how long? It is 5 years, yes. Yes. And that was the first part. Only the first. Only the first part. Yeah, and he was then the magnetic force that drew Swamiji's daughter to Germany.
Yes.
No, Shashwati said when she heard from Ambaresh that he arrived and she saw the pictures with Guru Ma with the horses, then she was 14 years old. Then she wished grow up in her to go to Germany, and often she spoke about to go to Germany. But
Wow.
Mayur take her. But Mayur bring her to Germany, make it possible that she come.
So probably the energies of the souls in Germany as well as the soul of Shashwatiji got connected from long time before. That is what brought all of you together. And today, I believe the collectivity of souls in Germany is so strong that Swamiji's daughter has to come and join you guys. Isn't it blessing? Isn't it beautiful?
Yes, we're very grateful.
As Yuta said, maybe the plan far ago.
Yes, it is true. What you meant is right, that it was planned before even what we see today or before our birth. This was already planned that all this collectivity will happen and all this Guru Karya will take place on this beautiful land of Germany. And I love these pictures. All the people welcoming Shashwatiji and Sohamji there in the center. Such a beautiful collectivity, such a beautiful Samarpan family that I can see there. What are the future development for you guys already have the Samarpan house. What are your plans for the Guru Shakti Dham and how are the development taking place in that matter?
Yes, we have a group, Guru Karya group. They look for places for the Guru Shakti Dham.
Very nice.
Swamiji give us some direction how we can do it.
Right.
And so we look for places and houses, and since 2014, and maybe it happens soon, but it takes its time, I think. And we have had an international Zoom meeting with other countries which have the Murti now, and they say that they also look 700 places, 600, 800 places. So it takes us time, we think.
Yes, we have our own experience for Canada, and right now we have one Mangal Murti for the entire continent of Americas. So for USA, Canada, Brazil, Peru, Mexico, we have one Murti, and it is in Canada near Montreal. We are lucky with the grace of Swamiji. After struggling for so long, we found a beautiful natural place for the ashram or Guru Shakti Dham, and soon the developments are going to take place. But I wish and pray on behalf of all the USA, Canada sadhaks for Germany that you find your place also quickly and it becomes beautiful and most magnificent ashram and Guru Shakti Dham in Europe. It is our pure desire. With that, I want to ask.
Sorry.
Yes.
And we're getting so lovely instructions from Swamiji now, actually, in this phase for the Guru Shakti Dham. Swamiji says you have to work on good soul collectivity, because only then we will find the place for the Murti, otherwise it cannot come. So he said to improve our soul connection. So this is actually at the moment, he said, meditate, improve your spiritual state, improve your heart-to-heart relation, and then you will find it automatically. So this is now in the latest weeks actually our focus, that we improve our state and then everything will fall. So
Absolutely.
sorry.
In fact, that is very true, because like you see, for US, Canada, we had one Murti, and we were also looking for places, and everybody was thinking in their own mind, their way, that the Murti should be here or the ashram should be here. Swamiji cleared up that kind of thoughts during 2017 retreat, and he answered not one or two but 45 different questions from different sadhaks, that why we should be focusing on where the Mangal Murti is, not about my country or my city or my location. And this little thing has cleared up our mind and connected on our soul level to decide what is right for Mangal Murti and where Swamiji wants it to happen. And with the grace of Swamiji, we met every year USA and Canada sadhaks from 2017, since we took over the responsibility of this trust. First, we did the retreat in USA, then we did the retreat in in Canada. Again, 19, we did the retreat in Canada. And you will be surprised, on the first retreat of Canada 2019, we did not even know if we will find the place or not. But Kate can give beautiful experience of how they were praying and how by the end of second retreat, they have found this place. And by the end of third retreat, we were decided that we will be going forward for this place. So again, it is the collectivity and grace of Guru that made it possible for us. And we were struggling like you, because it is a very stressful situation for the trustees and committee members to find the right place, especially on this side of the world, because it is not as easy as in India, and I pray that that will happen. The soulful collectivity will take place, and beautiful ashram will take place everywhere there is Mangal Murti in the world.
Yes.
Do you have any special message for the sadhaks who are attending today that you want to say from your heart? Anything, no specific topic, but anything you want to share that makes you feel that I am giving my heart, my Samarpan for Swamiji, to the beautiful souls attending this program. Anything you want to say?
I read one sentence this morning, and this would I like to share with you. Everyone remembers Paramatma when faced with sorrow.
Yes.
No one remembers him in happy times. If one remembered him in happy times, why would he ever have to face sorrow?
Yes, absolutely. This is in Hindi. Swamiji said, "Prasad lage batne, jab chappad lage phatne." When we are in trouble and the roof is broken, we start saying, okay, I should start distributing all the good prasad every day. You purify your soul every day, and there will not be need to a special prayer, because God is always watching you when you are doing meditation every day. Pure heart, pure soul. Beautiful message. Peter, I like that.
May I share also something that came?
Yes. I give you 2 thumbs up.
So I just feel one message: just meditate. That's for the personal experience, everything that is necessary. And Peter and Jutta experienced, I think, the same, that when we started that time, we didn't have a lot of information after we got initiated in the Guru Mantra, but there was no messages, no WhatsApp, no translation. So somehow we didn't even know anything, explanation, but we just sat for meditation and looking backwards, but still the meditation itself contains everything for our progress. And I experienced it so powerful. Even for me, I didn't experience anything in the first year, any spiritual experiences, but the whole life changed step by step by step. And when Swamiji talks about Atma Sakshatkar, we have to then also go through our karmas of the past life to go into this null state. And I felt, just meditate, even if the times are then tough and we go through our karma, just meditate. I felt everything is in that. It's such a precious gift. Everything, it changes every whole life, and everything comes into balance. And this is, the deep gratitude. It's so simple. To everybody,
very,
it's
very
easy.
True. Very, very, very true. Thank you very much. Miss Yuta, you want to say the final words? Because I want to hear in your beautiful voice. Say anything. I want to hear something before we go to the question answer.
Make a pure wish that God come to earth for the next generations, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, pure wish is the most important thing. And again, it is part of Swamiji's gift that he has put in our heart. Love, unconditional love without any expectation. And that is the message, or that is the value or sanskar that Guru Shakti has passed in our life. And that is what is uniting us today on this platform.
Yeah, one slide we skipped about the Samarpan house, just that everybody knows about this beautiful place. Johannes and Heike are staying there, and Heike has inherited it from her grandfather. And so it was a factory, and she had years ago the wish to dedicate it for Samarpan. So actually, and there are beautiful retreats taking place, and also for Guru Purnima was the last gathering. So just that, yes, also we share the information about lovely Samarpan house. And also, I don't want to take any false credit. In the beginning, it was said I was country coordinator until April or May 2020, and now Johannes is our country coordinator who's also staying there. Beautiful. Just that we have everything complete.
Right. You see, name, title, all these are secondary, but it is the bhav. And all the sadhaks like Johannes and his family, I forgot the name of his wife.
Heike, yeah.
Yeah. So it is the love, like Rambai has given his ancestors' land for Baba Swami Dham. They have given this place. And I want people in the world to notice that regardless of our country, regardless of our background or our religion, when your heart is pure and when we are connected to Guru Shakti, material things does not matter. It is the pure love from the soul and your heart that matters. And that is all what Swamiji has been teaching us from day one that I met Swamiji. We could have done so many other things in the world, in the life, on a personal level, professional level, but we decided that we will stay with Samarpan meditation. We will stay with Swamiji in his mission to spread Samarpan meditation all around us, wherever we go. That is why Binita came from Germany to Canada, and she was still doing the Guru Karya. That is how we have our trustee today, Kate, in Samarpan meditation. Whatever we do, if we have that pure wish and pure heart to become instrument for Swamiji, to become medium for Swamiji, then Swamiji and Guru Shakti will get the job done through us. Like this is Samarpan is just an interview session, but think about it. Today we have gone through 2002 up to 2020, which is 18 years of history in Germany. And we have seen so many beautiful, sweet memories of different souls coming and going. But you three of you stayed together. You did not give up Samarpan meditation. That is also a legacy that Guru always want to give you. But if we give up Guru, then we stop our own spiritual progress. And there is no need to think that somebody left Samarpan meditation, that means it is good or bad. We should not judge that, because everybody have their own spiritual journey destined. For example, you were a disciple of Mother Meera or Satya Sai Baba or Rajneesh, but you came here. That is your Guru's wish, that you moved with Samarpan meditation on the next level. The same way somebody moved from Samarpan to another path. It does not matter. Spiritual journey and soulful connection is the most important thing. I thank you for sharing beautiful experiences and photos.
We'll move to the question and answers which we have for the guest. Honestly, the session itself was so full. I don't think we have much questions, but it's beautiful. So we will go through it. So our question first is, looks like more for Hitendraji and Vireshji. Does the USA also have a Murti?
No, we don't have Murti for USA or South America. We have only one Murti for the entire continent of America at this point. But we say that now that we are here and we have soulful collectivity, we will have Murti for the future. So don't be discouraged. For right now, as Swamiji told us, that Swamiji said it in a filmy style. Swamiji gave the dialogue of Diwar movie when Amitabh Bachchan and Shashi Kapoor were talking, तेरे पास मोटर है, बंगला है, गाड़ी है, लेकिन मेरे पास माँ है. The same way Swamiji says that USA might have the big land, probably big property, but the Mangal Murti is with Canada right now. Okay, so we are supporting the Guru Shakti Dham in Canada, and that is for all of us to start with. That is just the beginning, like Dandi started with first Mangal Murti, but today we have more ashram just in one state, Gujarat, and other part of the India also. So we will have one day, don't worry. Jai Baba Swami.
Jai Baba Swami, that's beautiful. Another question we have is for Dr. Binita. How many sadhaks or meditators are there at the moment in Germany?
To be honest, I don't know exactly. Maybe Yumi would be the best person. She's in the one of the current trustees as taking care of our newsletter. But just to have an idea, before Sohamji joined in our newsletter, we had about maybe 150 people who received the newsletter. Maybe let's say around 40, 50 sadhaks who were meditating. And then after that, within a short time, after Sohamji joined in the newsletter, we had maybe 700. That was the time around spring 2020. So that was around 700, 800 people who subscribed. We don't know how many people are meditating, but maybe Yumi can share how many are now in the newsletter. But yes, but as we said, we don't have exact numbers, but what counts is the connectivity. Even in other countries, if there are less sadhaks, but if the connectivity is good, is also great. Yeah.
That's beautiful. So I think that's the only two questions we have today. Like I said, the session was so full of Chaitanya that I think we didn't even realize when the time went by. And I wish Hitendraji keeps asking and you keep answering. It is beautiful to listen to all of you. Very, very beautiful. So Hitendraji, back to you.
Thank you very much for joining us today. And if you like today's session and you are from other part of the world, I would like you to contact us and be our guest for the future workshop. Right now, we are booked for next month. And guess what? These volunteers, Jurika ji, Sonal ji, Shefali ji, Sagar, they are trying to find out from me that how I came into Samarpan meditation, and they have booked me for answering the questions. So next month, I will be in your place, Binita, Dr. Peter and Dr. Yuta, because Binita was asking the same thing, that Hitendra, you should be telling your story. Yeah. So I will be there, and apparently they find that my story will be incomplete in one session, so they want to take 2 sessions, because I was in Canada and I am in USA also, and I have so many things that I want to share with my soulmates in Samarpan family. So probably December, January will be story from me, and also what I learned from Samarpan that can benefit on a social level, on a personal level, professional level to anybody in their life. So I will be sharing those things. So please join us. And if you have any Samarpan sadhak that you know from your country, Europe, as well as India or other part of the world, we would like to interview them, and we started booking for 2021. So please contact us. The numbers are on the screen. So note down those numbers, and we will connect with you to have future interview. Happy Diwali to all of you. Today is a beautiful festival, last day of Hindu lunar calendar. Many people celebrate Diwali as the festival of light. And as Swamiji says that light up the lamp inside you and all the darkness around you will be disappearing. The same way, meaning of Guru is the remover of darkness. So today is the most auspicious and suitable day for us to talk to Dr. Binita, Dr. Peter, and Miss Yuta to bring your light from your soul, from your heart to all of us in our life. Thank you very much, and happy Diwali to you, and happy New Year to all my Indian friends who celebrate New Year tomorrow. Thank you very much. Very beautiful interview, and we are blessed and privileged to have you as our guest today.
Thank you. Thank us all that we are in this beautiful, lovely collectivity of souls around the globe.
Yes,
the whole
yes.
world is a family.
I have only one word to say: I love you, and we love everyone unconditionally. You are our family, and we will grow. We will keep on growing every day by the grace of our Swamiji, because it is Him who is making us do all what we are doing.
नमस्कार। अभी हाल ही में हमने चैतन्य महोत्सव मनाया और चैतन्य महोत्सव का चैतन्य 3 दिन तक 72 घंटे सभी को प्राप्त हुआ। तो ऐसे चैतन्यपूर्ण वातावरण के बाद दीपावली का पर्व आ रहा है, इसलिए दीपावली का पर्व विशेष है। ये दीपावली के पर्व में आप सभी के भीतर का आत्मदीपक प्रकाशित हो और उस आत्मदीपक प्रकाश के अंदर आपकी सर्वांगीण उन्नति हो और सर्वांगीण प्रगति हो, ये मेरी शुद्ध इच्छा है। आप सभी को इस दीपावली पर्व पर सभी साधक साधिकाओं को खूब खूब बधाई और मेरे खूब खूब आशीर्वाद। खुश रहो, सुखी रहो।
Swamiji gave blessing on the auspicious occasion of Diwali, and he says that your soul light up the lamp and spread the light all over the world and bring overall and spiritual progress in our life. So that is the blessing from Swamiji. Let us make it true a blessing for all of us, and we will join again in the upcoming events as well as the 8 days Shibir with Swamiji. Sonalji, go ahead.
Jai Baba Swami, everyone.
Jai Baba Swami.
Jai Baba Swami. Yes, so the session started with Vinita ji's soothing voice, which I should learn how to talk through like that. And the prepping part of it, where whenever she communicated in the WhatsApp group, it was, the love was coming to us in words and emojis and everything. So that was another learning experience through prepping this Guru Karya, that how to communicate with your fellow sadhaks to increase bonding between them. So that was very beautiful. So this session taught us many basic and important things to connect with Samarpan group. One was like there was so many guru involved who became instrumental to this journey of connecting them to Swamiji. One was Amma Karunabai, Satya Sai Baba, Mother Meera, and then Soham ji. So many souls who had already been connected with them, and they first got to some stage of spirituality, and then their guru transferred them to Swamiji. So that was a beautiful journey of soul-to-soul connection of higher souls who help you connect with where your path should be. So that was very beautiful. And then there were so many, another soul calling feeling happened with Miss Yuta and Dr. Peter, that they did not know English so well. So Hindi to English to German. So communication happened, and then in the middle of it, the language was gone and vibrations were left. So that was a beautiful experience that if you really want to seek Paramatma or God, there is you go beyond borders. So that was a beautiful thing. Like, and also Swamiji said when he said that that German poem that they were translating into different languages to go back and just use the German words. So there is vibration in everything that you see around. So just feel the vibration, not the language, I guess, when you want to connect with spirituality. So that was a beautiful thing. Another thing that we learned, and we know that Samarpan is so simple, that Dr. Peter said, just one mantra, Om Shiv Krupanand Swami Namo Nama. That was the simplicity of Samarpan meditation that connected him to Samarpan. So we are very lucky to just have that and not elaborate studies or things that we cannot kind of relate to when we are introduced to something like that. So that was a beautiful lesson for all of us and newcomers to connect. And then another one that I liked was from Dr. Binita, that she wanted to open a center, or Swamiji wanted her to expand in Edmonton, Samarpan meditation. And she, just like me, she is very shy, it seems. But things happen through her. So I guess Guru Karya happens through you, whether you're capable of it or not. So that's a US and Americas, everybody who is volunteering here or doing Guru Karya, we are learning that Guru Karya just happens. And another thing that connected me was nature. So much, I am really big into nature, and that and now when I go to mountains, I'll see things differently. That how Swamiji's Rocky Mountain waterfall connected, he said that is improving your throat chakra. And then when he was at Niagara Falls, he focused, or he put his chitta on water. The force of water increased. Then the butterfly anubhuti, which how he opened his aura, and then all the butterflies came. And the cat the example of cat, if you remember, was a beautiful anubhuti or experience, that sometimes we don't know why things are happening, why Swamiji is shoving the cat away from, but he has, gurus have their own mind. So just do not connect with them at the physical level, connect with them at the soul level. So that was a beautiful thing. Yes, I really felt inspired at the end, that when you said how you kept connecting or spreading through collectivity with other souls in Germany, and irrespective of expectations, if your collectivity will increase, and it automatically increased. And then you were also blessed with Swamiji's kids. Amrish is taking care of Amrishji, and now taking care of Shashwatiji. So I think you will get the ashram soon. We all pray from Americas that you will get the ashram soon, because the collectivity is growing now. We just need to wait and see with so much soulful connection. So the ending message from everybody, from Dr. Peter, from Dr. Binita, and from Miss Duta, was very inspiring for me as well. Simple, just meditate. Remember God all the time, not just in happy days, and love without expectation. So those were taking away notes for me. Very, very inspiring session. Another thing was, I wanted to thank all the participants who came today. Swamiji, we were listening to a discourse yesterday, and Swamiji said on Diwali day, if for Indians especially who celebrate Diwali, who you came and joined the session, you must be really thirsty soul to be here with us. So thank you once again. So over to you.
Thank you very much to all the volunteers who are supporting us to make this program possible for us. I want to thank Sonalji, I want to thank Shefaliji, I also want to thank Sagar for being my backbone for anything and everything I need help for, and they were there day and night. And Binitaji and Dr. Peter, Miss Yuta, you were very helpful to us in providing all the pictures and information in this busy time, because you guys are more busy than us with your professional career. But still, you gave us time. And audience, Narsimha Rao, he is a sadhak from India. He is writing a big thanks to all of you and all the guests and hosts for making this program available to them, because everybody is learning something new every month through This is Samarpan. And it is our objective that we connect on a soul level, we build our soulful collectivity, and probably in the future we will go outside the Samarpan meditation family, because we want that soul is not limited to one group of practice of religion or meditation or anything else, but it is about connecting on a soul to soul level and learning from each other to progress on a spiritual level, because ultimately spiritual growth is the most important thing for us to reach to the state of salvation or liberation or moksha. And that is what Swamiji is here in our life for. We will be continuing to do this, and thank you for joining us today.
Dankashan. Thank you from America.
Thank you.